I'm ChosenArchitect, and this is FTB Skies 2. Now today, I need to get prepared because I want to go adventuring in the Nether this time. Last episode, we ended up traveling all through the overworld, finding all kinds of new structures and new loot. For today, yes, looting the Nether. And I'm expecting to find all kinds of goodies. I mean, even the questline here mentions the Nether, and it mentions potentially finding where wardens lie. Now, this is going to be a lot of fun, but it's probably also going to be very dangerous. And without prepping my gear further, I fear that we could potentially die in the Nether, and that would be awful. So some steps that I can do to help prevent that is definitely enchanting my gear, but we're going to notice right off the bat that, well, this is kind of plain Jane enchanting. So we could, for example, put protection on here, and we could use something special. This is also added by Super Factory Manager, the SFM mod that we're using down here. We can use this to actually strip the enchants directly off of our gear. And it doesn't harm our gear or anything. At least it shouldn't last time I used it. We just need some books. And that's really it. So we drop an anvil on the gear that was enchanted. And we just drop books with it. Depending on how many enchants there are, drop an anvil on it, and it just straight up splits that enchant directly off of here, meaning we can then combine these books to get the higher tier versions. But also, besides that, we could also use the enchanter here from Ender.io, and we can just craft our enchants. But man, protection, yeah, dark steel. I mean, yeah, we don't have any essence for dark steel, so yeah, I think I'm gonna go this route. And because I'm still quote-unquote early in the pack, and yes, I am quote-unquote early, we barely have touched any of the mods in the pack, I am going to go ahead and just start enchanting our gear slowly but surely. Actually, another thing we could potentially use is gold gear, so we can use like a gold chest piece, and this might have a higher chance of getting the higher tier protection that we want. And I mean, some other things that we could do, we can go ahead and get ourselves some blaze gold up and running. And we are going to need this blaze gold because this is going to allow us to store our XP and handle it a lot better. And I'm going to show you a really cool trick where you don't really have to mess with the GUI much at all. Now, once all of this has started to transform, as you can see here, beautiful, beautiful, we can take advantage of this, grab all of this from off of this. So many thises, and now we have a bunch of blaze gold and we just need to smelt that. And there we go, experience holder. This thing is so handy, and we can place it, for example, right here for right now. This is the temporary spot where we're going to do some enchanting, but we could set it up so that way if we're standing on this particular block right here, it'll drain the XP out of our inventory and maintain exactly 30 if we want. So let's go ahead and show this. You can go ahead and click the collect experience button, and then we need to be able to show the little block area, and then we just need to move this around until we get it basically where our player's at. So right about here, and then drop it down one more. And then this block right here, we can then adjust how much to keep in our player's inventory. So for example, I should be able to set this to 30, and we get it to the target level being 30. That should be good. And let's see, we can go ahead and store all of our experience. I do believe this is to retrieve levels. This is to store them. And I think outside of that, we set this to the lowest tick and set it to ignored. And it's going to store all of our experience, but leave us at exactly 30 levels. But not only that, whenever we enchant, like this is where things get cool. This is just going to jump immediately back to 30 levels based off of what we currently have, making this whole process incredibly easy. I can just stand here. Any levels we have will get them automatically stored, and I'll just be kept with a constant 30. Now, SFM does have a printing mechanic that would allow you to print enchants technically, but we are going to forego that. I'm just going to do it this method and be able to collect all of the individual books so we can combine them together. It's a little bit of a process, but it'll be worth it in the end. Because believe me, the SFM method requires more than just doing this. We would actually have to destroy these enchanted books to get little chunks of XP. So like Super Factory Manager, yes, we would need these little experience shards or goop, right? And to be able to get this, it does require some very interesting mechanics. By the way, to be able to get that goop, yeah, I mean, you do this same operation, but you use the enchanted book. For example, fire protection, I don't really want that. Well, I drop an anvil on it, and I get a single chunk, an experience shard, which allows me to get that goop. And I guess I could show this off too if you want to actually create a press. For example, like, let's say I wanted to copy the mana boost. Actually, you know what? Rebounding. Let's say I wanted to copy the rebounding. You just do the same thing, but you drop it on top of an iron block and you get a form, and that form has this very specific enchanted book formed onto it. Then you would just need to use the press, and you would also need to use about 9 of these shards to make a goop to be able to duplicate your book. I mean, it could be worth it, but even as you see right here, it just says enchanted book, super factory manager. I don't even know what book is actually inscribed onto this. Now, I think this is my last set of books. So I've got most of them built out in my backpack, and mana regen was the final one. So I have a full set of mana boost, mana regen, unbreaking. I also ended up, because I was using my helmet, got respiration and infinity. And then we have our protection to combine at least into protection 4. Now, when combining these, I mean, I'm not really too worried about like enchantability. I am going to go ahead and get most of these combined up. Actually, let's go ahead and do this. So we have our protection. And then on our piece of gear, for example, this one has the respiration. I'll just then add that. Then I will add this and just continue like so until all of them are on there. But we don't really have to worry about the whole vanilla cap thing when it comes to enchanting because of apotheosis. So you should never see the it's too expensive up here. Now, a real quick tip, because we're already enchanting, if you want to get a guaranteed silk touch, you can use, for example, the exchanging gadget and do this exact same method. So silk touch applied to the exchanging gadget, and then we just need to take a book and an anvil and just simply rip that off. Yeah, I mean, this has been a thing for a little while, but it is just kind of a nice little touch. Now, I think with all of the enchanting out of the way, I don't think we're going to need any special tools, considering we have the spell book, which, I mean, is basically every tool we could ever want, all in one book. And then I have my sword, which, I mean, still just has looting, and I should probably put, like, sharpness on here. Yeah, I mean, sharpness should be pretty easy to obtain just by using our enchanter, and we are ready to rock and roll here. So yeah, 6 levels, no big deal. Literally just stand right here. All of the levels I could ever use. So this part is basically out of the way. Now we need to look at talismans from the Fargo's mod, because this, I think, is about time to get into it. Now, on our last adventure, we ended up getting like 24 of these abominable energies, and we can use these to make some of these different talismans. And there's a lot of different talismans, one being the fire talisman that can completely negate all burning damage. I mean, and it doesn't cost really anything at all other than the advanced talisman, which we already have. And to be able to make these normal talismans, I mean, we ended up getting a lot of totems of undying. There is one small problem though. Honey bottles. And I really would like to get honey essence, but we are going to need to technically farm some honey, and I don't remember seeing any beehives. Interestingly enough, to get the bees, it does mention underneath the productive bees section that we have to fish up watery bees and then convert them with nature's essence to turn them into regular bees. And I mean, this area right here technically is an ocean, so I could, like, I guess fish right here, maybe? Oh, I don't like that. Like, it just said splash in the chat. What is that supposed to mean? Now, if I'm going to do some fishing, I should probably also make a temporal pouch, and all of this was just gathered from fishing originally. So we can, I guess, throw this together and make yourself a temporal pouch. It's going to start to build up time, which is really, really nice. And that's probably what we're going to need to do. I've also enchanted my fishing rod, went up to at least Imperium, and have myself lure and luck. I want to try and fish in that place, but we might have to break down and build our own fishing hole. Oh, and for completing the temporal pouch, it looks like we get a little extra something. So we got a reward that gave us extra time in there, an hour of time, it looks like. No, wait, that's a minute of time. What did it give me? It didn't give me anything. It just unlocked the ability for me to purchase more time to add. Interesting. Now, I'm not doing this solely to be able to get fire resist. I'm actually doing this so we can get all of the Fargo's talismans, and considering this is a base component of all of them. Now, I'm probably going to package this up so I can take this with me. There we go. We have our Geor. What all is down here? Okay, I should probably not mess with those. But yeah, I'm thinking we can potentially fish from this hole. Maybe not, actually. This might be this might be too much. I don't think we can access these dungeon blocks, right? These can't be cardboarded. No, these are indestructible. Now, to make sure that treasures can potentially spawn in here, I don't know if it matters anymore. This needs to be a 5x5 and at least 4 tall. And then we just need to summon some water, which we can just use a summon water glyph from Ars. So we'll get water summoned in here. Now, to be able to catch the bees, once I see them, I am going to use the creature catcher from Just Dire Things, which also uses that blaze gold that we made earlier. It's literally a Pokeball, which is kind of awesome. So I'm hoping that with us being in an ocean biome, we can get any kind of bee that comes from the ocean, like an oily bee or a water bee or what have you. Any of those bees will be what we want to get. And yes, they will be mad at first. Oh, which is kind of unfortunate because this bee is probably going to die. I wonder if after I have trained it, or after I have changed it, if it is still going to die. Oh, that is one of the unfortunate parts. Oh, they are hostile when they come out of the water. And because we don't have the bumble zone in here, we can't re-equip stingers, which is super unfortunate as well, because this bee is a goner. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be trial and error. Unfortunately, this bee, rip. Now here we go. We have ourselves an oily bee, and I can try to catch it. It's still probably going to be angry though whenever we take it to the overworld. So I'm going to have to be pretty careful, but I can always come back here and fish up more. We just need at least like 2 bees. I mean, and this seems like a pretty high rate. With these enchants, this is happening every turn now. And there we go. We got ourselves a watery bee as well. Look at that. All right, get in the Pokeball. Now, I think what I want to do just for right now, before we get this essence up and running, I mean, is place the dire goo, get it charged up, and then get our first beehive, which is just by placing some bamboo on here. That's going to transform into the beehive according to the quests. And then once that's done, I'm just going to place a few flowers. This is the only flowers they have to go to. So I'm hoping they will stay here. And then we need to transform these bees. But here's the hard part, right? These bees are going to be hostile. So as soon as I summon them, they are still going to try to attack me. But I'm thinking at some point they may not. And if I spin around in circles, I might be able to turn them into a normal bee. And look at that. They are not hostile anymore, which is great. And you just use mystical essence on them. Tell you what, some mobs' worst nightmare is just the player being able to strafe. Oh, and it stung me. And, oh, but it still has its stinger. Wait, so maybe even after it's been transformed, it's still fine? Like, because it regains, regains the stinger. What? That's perfect. And there's exactly what we need. So there's a regular bee nest. And we'll take this, and I just want to get my bees in here for now. And I'm hoping that they will auto-link to the flowers and auto-link to this hive without flying over the edge. And now I'll just build a simple cage for them that's going to look like this. And cap off the top. And perfect. We have ourselves a nice little bee cage. And under the back, I have myself some campfires, so that way when I do harvest this eventually, we don't have to worry about anything going wrong. By the way, with our temporal pouch, we can accelerate this a little bit, which will decrease the timer that the bees are in there, and the bees technically will pop out sooner. Just like that. There they all go. And you know what? I should probably... I know they're going to escape. They're going to end up going back, but I do want to breed them, the ones that are here. That'll make it a little bit easier. Perfect. Now, this process is not a fast one, I will say, at all. Like, for example, we are going to need 8 honeycombs. And this was, I believe, filled, and we got 3 out of that. Then I've got to wait for this to cycle again, them going back in when, yeah, it's just a long process. We're going to need 8 honeycombs, and we're also going to need 8 bottles of honey. And the bottles of honey also take a while. So, yes. Not the fastest, but I mean, if you can get the whole hive filled up, I mean, things start to get a bit quicker. Well, I think I have everything now. There is the final bottle, and as you can see, I did end up breeding quite a bit more and also expanded the nest system. I mean, we are probably going to need these bees in the future, so I mean, I have a little bit of a head start now. But now I'm going to quickly take this exact amount, make my the honey agglomeratio. I always say this wrong. Get that seed made up. We'll have ourselves some honey seeds in no time, and we'll be able to infinitely make any of the honey products. Beautiful. It's now thrown into the mix and perfect. I can just add it to the list. So now with all of this stuff, oh man, we can now dive into Fargo's. Now I already have an advanced talisman base, which is kind of nice, and it allows us to technically make this right off the bat, but now I have the ability to make any others I might want in the future. For example, this talisman provides the player with an additional 200% health, and it doesn't really require that much. Now, I guess without further ado, let's go ahead and negate all burning damage. There's also one for negating all projectile damage, and that seems really, really powerful. Let's go ahead and start the request here. So it's just going to craft all of those items, combine it together, so I can then craft one of these, and beautiful. So then we can take this, and like I said, we could just craft a couple of shields, and all projectile damage now is negated. I mean, these are some early ones that I can craft, but I mean, I tell you what, like there's a lot of cool things that we can make with this whole setup, right? There's a lot of custom things that we can put together. We can combine talismans. Not only that, we also have all of the trinkets that we can find. It's a lot. Also, not to mention, it is going to be quite expensive. And at the moment, we only have 3 talisman slots. So we've got to kind of choose wisely on what we are equipping and maybe only equip the things we need at that time. But man, look at our health already. You know what? I think for right now, everything is looking good. We're negating projectile damage. We're negating burning damage, so we won't have to worry about that. And we also have additional health to help cushion our blow, which is really starting to expand. Yep, all the way up to green hearts. Wow. So now 'tis time. That's right. It is time to dive into the Nether. And if you remember correctly, over here is where we put our Nether portal, kind of hidden out of the way. And I think it's time for me to take a dip and see what structures we can find out here. And I'm wondering how good the loot is going to be out here as well. And possibly find ourselves a smithing template. That would be nice. Then we can upgrade our backpacks into netherite versions. That could be pretty cool. Already, I see some structures on the map that does lead out here somewhere. The map is going to be where we're going to find most of our stuff. Okay, Fargo's dungeon. Speaking of all the Fargo stuff we just did, here's a dungeon for it, which also has me kind of worried because there could be some really potent mobs potentially throughout this. I'm hoping not. All right, where's the entrance? Maybe is this the entrance? Okay, I think this is the entrance. Yeah, there's already some alarming sounds. And redstone on the floor. And, okay, so there are mob spawners. I don't know if we're going to be able to turn the mob spawners off, but I do have other methods of potentially turning the mob spawners off. I'm wondering, will placing light sources turn them off? I mean, maybe not. Those still spawned. We should be good though. Like, we have full projectile protection. Like, I'm not super worried, and I'm hoping our damage is really good too. What all goods? Dark steel, apples, I'll take more of those. I mean, moonstone, I really don't know. Like, some of this stuff we just don't really need. Maybe pneumatic cylinders. We don't need a whole lot. There's a fan with mob upgrades in it. Hold up a minute. Wait. What? Oh, wait, we did find a blessed apple. I don't know where we got that from. Step assist while sprinting. That sounds really good. This looks like it was an area meant to lift you up. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. We got some pesky mobs in here. Let's shoot some light down in here. I mean, it didn't seem like it was really helping earlier. But yes, I mean... Let's see what all goods we can find while we're here. Just quickly grab some stuff. The reflecting necklace. I mean, none of this is that great. I will grab the jewels, however. All right, what do we got in here? Is this something I can easily clear out of? I'm hoping that I don't just get, like, somehow one-tapped. Like, magically one-tapped. Magic negation would be so powerful, too. I mean, it looks like we're doing pretty good. Pretty good so far. Ooh, there's one of the special Endermans. All right. I'll take that. One of you, and... Oh, yes, more of the Fargo stuff. And ancient knowledge fragments? That's for iron spells. This could be really powerful too. Oh boy, okay, there's a boss. I mean, you shouldn't be too bad so long as I can get in here and actually hit you. Okay. Whew, it's a trial chamber though. Interesting. I have no idea if I'm getting good things or not. I did get stuff. Whew, time to back up for a moment. Okay, so yeah, we got ink and all kinds of other goods. I mean, there's a lot of interesting things inside of these containers. But man, getting knowledge fragments, that's a powerful one. And this does seem like the place to get trinkets. Occasionally confuse nearby enemies when sprinting near them. I mean, I just don't know if that's better than the shield we have. All right, now there's a lot of rustling going on up top. Nothing seems to be happening all throughout here, though. I mean, so we should still be fine. I wonder, these dungeons, are they like procedurally generated? They look like they're just normally generated. There's just a lot of wool, like kind of in between these sections, which is also kind of odd. All right, let's continue on. So far, nothing crazy. The fan pushed us up here. That is kind of cool. That one was actually functioning, it looks like. All right, Nether. I'm gonna leave all of the scrolls. Like, we have no need for those scrolls. Oh my goodness, the knowledge fragments are kind of wild getting that. All right, another trial spawner. But this one looks a little different. Okay, this is a cryomancer. Ooh, okay, so this is also from Iron Spell. So we took out the cryomancer, and that was nearly instant. Oh boy. Oh, okay. I mean, we have netherwort, so I don't think we're gonna need that. There's tripwires all down here. Why though? Like, why? Why are there tripwires? Also, why? I don't really know. Okay, there's hogs. And those are strays. Okay, so I don't think there's anything in here. I don't think so. So I guess we just continue up and on. Goodbye, Quantum Goat. So sad, actually. That guy is giving me so many goods. Oh man, I'm gonna get dizzy. Okay, we've made our way all the way up. And okay, there is ancient debris down here. To be able to break ancient debris, by the way, I do have to modify this. And yes, okay, we can break it. And nothing back there. Just more ancient debris blocks, gold blocks, emerald blocks, blaze. So far, so good in the Fargo's dungeon. Oh, there's a chest and a golden apple. I was hoping that was trapped or something. I mean, we've done just about everything in this area. I mean, we can continue on. There's just sort of a labyrinth here, isn't there? Uh-huh. And this one. Ooh, golden apples. Take all of this. I don't like those sounds. There's another rocket. There's just a diamond block down here. What? I have no idea what those creepy sounds were, but I mean, let's continue on. Let's drop down again. This got some wither skeletons down here. Oh boy. And super wither skeletons. Okay. Yep, these are backpack guys. Usually they drop their backpack, but they didn't drop them this time. Must just be a chance to drop. But that's a wither skeleton spawner. I need to keep that in mind. Continue on. There's that creepy sound again. Wait, there's a wither skeleton. Oh. Oh. This is interesting. That's literally the Iron Spells boss. The Iron Spells boss, by the way. Oh, okay. I don't want to take it out just yet because I kind of want to save it potentially. Actually, I don't even know if I could take it out. There's a high chance I could take it out. I mean, it's not going to bother us until we interact with it, so I think I'll just leave him for now. But it's good to know. Then we can come back if we want to do Iron Spell stuff. There's a lot of cool ways that we can farm this guy. Yeah, I mean, why would we put him out of his misery now when we could lock him into Eternal servitude. Yeah. So interesting. That must be it for this area, really. I mean, I didn't see a whole lot more. I think that's about it. Well, I mean, this guy again. The cryo guys. All right, cryo guys. Get out of here. That is so cool. They do turn into like a statue, and then when those get hit, they shoot you. I don't know where the other cryo guy went, but what? Not even anything in the chest. Okay, so out I go. I mean, I believe that is about it. There's a lot of stuff though we could farm from here. For example, we could farm the wart. There's also more mushrooms and stuff like that over around here. Not too bad. And also lanterns, but is there anything up top? I mean, I think that's it. Oh, interesting. Okay, so I just broke into the very top section. And if this is how it always is, like I just broke in up here. This might be an easy way just to kind of loot and scoot and just grab a whole bunch of these a bunch of these energies. Man, I wasn't expecting these areas to be so big. Like, I think some of these are potentially Cataclysm bosses. I think this is probably a Cataclysm boss. It most certainly looks like the Cataclysm boss. Oh, wow. Interesting. This is usually in the overworld. To see this in the Nether is kind of cool. This is a Cataclysm boss. However, well, it's a Cataclysm boss room. However, those aren't really the Cataclysm bosses per se. So I don't really know what this is all about. What? And I mean, I really doubt, I mean, I doubt anything's modified back here. I know the secrets to this area. And yes, there we go. So there's ancient debris, block of diamonds. This is all just basically part of Cataclysm though. Huh. Oh, so they did replace some of this. We have some of the chthonic gold that we could farm up here. I'll take a bit of that. A whole bunch of redstone. A little bit of copper, but like, yeah, that's not... This is not what I remember. So yeah, this looks like another place to potentially come back to. Not quite sure what I need to do here. So let's continue on our search. And I think somewhere out here, oh my goodness. Now this is a much larger Nether castle structure. And is this a replacement for our bastion? Maybe. I would really love a smithing template. Okay, so hear me out. Like, what's the worst that could happen? Right? Right? I mean, just blaze spawners? Huh. Is that it? Is that all you got? Some blaze spawners? Ooh, tablet of conjuring? We got chicken from that, I think. Oh man, there's like nothing even here. All right, just a single blaze. Oh, yeah, now that's different. Okay, so that's Cataclysm bosses, or not bosses, mini bosses. Oh man, that's so much. Yep, he does hit pretty darn hard. I could probably take him out though in like a couple of hits. Oh, but there's more of them. Holy smokes. Is that just a spawner for them? Okay. Yeah, that's a different story. All of the loot seems kind of the same. Wait, there's stuffed pumpkin. Is this one I can pick up? Oh my goodness, you can pick all of this up. Honey glaze. Wait, what? Honey glaze chimera. That's Ars Nouveau? So we're eating the chimera now. That's what we're doing? Okay. Yeah, some of these guys are pretty annoying. Some of the Cataclysm guys. I mean, we are pretty high level feeling at the moment. I think with some of the basic Fargo stuff, I do feel pretty powerful now. Don't think that is shutting off the spawners, however. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right. I'm getting stun locked. Oh my goodness. Okay. Yeah, these all spawn. Oh man, I hope I don't think I'm getting overwhelmed. I feel like I'm okay. Okay, there's nothing even in the chest. I'm just gonna continue on. Nothing that amazing. There's honey ham. Nothing there. There is a scoot essence. That's kind of an odd thing to find. Blank rune. All right. But outside of that, like nothing that crazy. Man, we really need some knockback resistance. So I've made it all the way back to the front area, but I didn't see any steps. I think. Maybe I have to go this way? And I think I skipped out on going this way. No, this looks exactly the same as what I just did. Oh man. You guys are pretty rough here. Shooting me and everything. I'm so glad I have that fire resist. Aha. I mean, you know what? I could just be breaking the spawners. There's just so many of these spawners. I'm so glad you guys are yelling at me in the comments to break the spawners. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm getting it done. Ooh, the armor piles? Interesting. These guys right here are pretty nasty from irons. So it's good to know that they are here. So I can always come back. But I did find the upstairs. But I have no idea what to expect from going a higher level. Oh my goodness. Oh, them. Yep. They do hit really hard, by the way. Normally. We are pretty powerful, though. Oh man, if we have oh man, I think we have... Yeah, there's a spawner for them. I don't know if this is light controlled. They probably have lights disabled. This is also how we get Cinder Essence, which is pretty powerful, actually. And we just got a horseshoe trinket. It provides the ability to walk on magma blocks without taking any damage. And it has limited fire resistance. Yeah, I'll stick with my indefinite fire resistance. Oh boy, as we continue on, I'm really hoping smithing template is in here. My goodness. These guys hit like a truck. So yeah, it's best to just use Ars to disable the spawners, I think. And then that's a trial spawner. What is that? Provides immunity to slowness? More trinket stuff I will take. Oh my goodness, so much Fargo stuff. Okay, let's continue on. Okay. Yep. Those guys are in the way. I'll just be breaking that. Oh boy. And that's gone. And then I'll take you out. And then we're just getting hit from every angle. Oh man. More of these guys again. Yikes, that guy hit so hard with that attack. Like all the other attacks, they don't really do that much. Oh, but that beam? Oh, that beam hurts. I mean, thankfully they provided so much food. Oof. All right, I think it's time to go upstairs. See what we got going on up here. It already sounds like madness. Oh, I gotta crouch to get up here. Oh my goodness. Getting hit with these knights. Oh my goodness. Normally, these would just shred you. Like, it is... They are quite the foe normally. All of these chests are so weird. They're just filled with wheat. I don't get why they're filled with wheat. But they are. Oh, this is some sort of boss room. Oh, but what boss is it? There's tinted ethereal glass. Oh my goodness. Okay, I don't think I'm ready for the harbinger. I really don't think I'm ready for the harbinger. I don't know though. Oh man, like this is tinted. What is this? Like it can't see me, can it? Oh, but look what's over there. Oh man, this could be like, if I go in there, can I get out? Can I break this? Oh my goodness, I can't. Okay, so I can get out. I just don't know how ready I am for this fight. I mean, we've been doing pretty good so far. Maybe that is a good sign. Let's eat a golden apple. And then just try. Oh my goodness. I mean, I'm doing good damage. I have high hopes. I have high hopes. I'm not taking any damage so far. I'm just waiting for that one shot. Oh, and we killed the harbinger. I think I said his name right. My heart is racing. My heart is literally racing. Normally you have to summon that thing in. There's a storage in here? Normally you have to summon that thing in with a nether star. Oh my goodness. Get out of here. Oh, wow. Okay. That was a lot. I did get the witherite block. Okay, we've got to destroy that. That's going to get really annoying. But outside of that, I mean, we got ourselves some tinted glass and a dimension. What? A storage setup that has isnium in it? Wait a minute. That's actually wild. This is from occultism. This is a whole storage from occultism. But like not only just a storage from occultism, it's also got all of the materials you would need. What? I feel like I'm losing it here. Now this stuff, I feel like I won a fortune. Like I don't know if this has a fortune effect that can be applied to it, but I want to pick this up with Silk Touch. So there we go. This is how we get into the replication mod. I mean, that's not a lot of it. That's only 9. It's better than nothing though. And mithril ore is like an advanced ore. Okay, so we are going to need netherite tier. Maybe we can do Silk Touch 2 amplifies. Yeah, that gets us up to netherite tier. Well, that was completely unexpected. And, I mean, some good loot here, but still no smithing template, unfortunately. Now, I can't really believe I'm saying this, but we just defeated one of the Cataclysm bosses. This one would have been fought in the overworld normally. Getting out of here is going to pose quite the problem. All of this is filled with this Cataclysm dungeon blocks, and it looks like it's all surrounded through the whole thing. So yeah, just kind of poking my way through here probably wouldn't have happened anyways. Kind of glad I did it legitimately. I would have found that out pretty quick as soon as I broke the wall and was like, oh yeah, this block. So a simple /home gets us back home, and my goodness, all of this, it's kind of a lot to go through. But hey, look, I ended up getting my own book, Chosen's Chaotic Shift, from that dungeon. Now, after clearing out my bags, I cannot believe that we ended up getting so much Fargo stuff from that, and that was only 2 places that I've gone into. We got that, and I also got all of that occultism stuff, like including this pickaxe, which is used to mine the isnium. And in fact, we got isnium and all of this other stuff, and also the dimensional storage, which is another thing that's just, I mean, it's just kind of like a refined storage style storage. Believe me, I was not ready to fight that thing. I just wanted a smithing template. Because I want that smithing template so bad, I was looking at the loot and where it could potentially spawn from, and it does say that it does show up in the sky villages in the Nether, which is what I was originally looking for. I just happened to find those things way before. So for this, I guess I have 2 options. I could use the Eye of Legend, which should show me where these sky villages are at. Or I could also use the Explorer's Compass that we bought from the villager. But yeah, I mean, it looks like we're just going in this direction. So I'm just going to travel this way. And there we go. This is what I remember. This is familiar to me. Okay, and in here, I'm hoping this is where we can find ourselves that smithing template. And yes, the second chest I opened, there's the smithing template. Oh, that is beautiful, and that is exactly what I wanted. And by the way, just in case you're wondering what house it is, it's just this house. It's got a anvil in the front. And yeah, it was just upstairs. I just want to roam around and see what other goodies are in here, because I know there could be some good stuff. I mean, it's just like the regular Sky Islands, however netherified. I wonder if this one also has another template in it. Yes. Okay, so it's like almost a guaranteed to find these templates. And then Ferrocore Axe, that is from Just Dire Things. I mean, we are getting very close to being able to make like max tier Just Dire Things stuff. I mean, we just need some more Wither Skeleton Skulls. I got to make some Essence from Ars. And we are pushing into the next tier. Oh. And we also didn't find any Skulk related stuff. which apparently that's also in the Nether. Oh, wow. They really want you to get smithing templates. I mean, they're in like almost every chest in these islands. Yeah, like quite literally every chest. Almost every chest. Oh man, even a mega torch. All kinds of stuff for mob farms. Yeah. I'm also finding epic talisman bases, which, yeah, those are expensive. So I think I have definitely cleaned up shop here. Yeah, I mean, is there anything in the center of this? The one thing I'm noticing is like piglins. Oh, well, there they are. Perfect. I was like, maybe there are some trades, because I think there are trades that we can use the gold for with these guys. But yeah, this will be something we can work on later. So I think with that, we are all out of time. My goodness, what a journey. No joke, on that one island, I left with 14 smithing templates. Yep, that's definitely upgrading my backpack worthy. So now I hope you enjoyed today's episode. Everything from gathering bees to figuring out how to get bees in the first place, to traveling to the Nether, defeating the harbinger, and even finding smithing templates. Boy, today was a wild episode. But if you did enjoy, be sure to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video, guys, a huge thumbs up. It really does mean a lot. And also comment down below. Is there any other horrors inside of the Nether that I should probably know about? I've heard some of the other things you guys have told me about the overworld. Oh boy. But without further ado, it's time to thank the amazing supporter of today's episode. And that huge thanks is going to go out to Laka Chakuwawa. I think I got that right. Thank you so much for your amazing support and choosing to support me over on the Discord by becoming a Discord premium member and supporting my content in one of the best ways possible. And guys, I look forward to seeing you in the next one. And as always, thanks for watching.